this question is a bit interesting. We have a tank, right? And it says the volume inside our tank. Let me zoom in a bit more. So the volume inside of our tank, we've got a tank here, and we can say this is filled up with some liquid, and that volume there is equal to the natural logarithm of 15 plus 2t meters cubed. All right. Now the thing that gets a little tricky here is that, all right, t is equal to, so the value of t here is equal to 0 at 10 a.m. Okay. Now the first part of the question here is asking find the volume. All right. What is the volume at 1 p.m.? All right. So what value of t that is that at 1 p.m.? So really quickly, 10 a.m. is 0, 11 a.m. is 1, 12 p.m. is 2, and then 1 p.m. is 3. So sometimes with the time, it just gets a bit confusing. So we can say that the volume at 3 is going to be equal to, and then just use Calc. So just plug it in. It's only worth 2 marks. 1 mark to figuring out the correct value there of t, and the other one just to getting the correct value from the calculator here. So let's go to our keyboard. Let's find this ln function and say it's 15 plus 2 times by 3. And now I've got it in standard, so it's given me the exact value. It's very nice, but I want it in decimal. So 3.044. And I can say it is 3.04 meters cubed, and I can let the marker know that I've rounded to 3 significant figures. Okay, and this occurs at 1 p.m. All right, let's go to the next part of the question, which is asking when will the tank be filled to 4 meters cubed? So for part B, it's asking at what time are we equal to 4? So solve for t using Calc. We do not need to do this ourselves. It's only 2 marks, so we're just gonna use the calculator here. So I'm gonna write the full equation to make life a bit easier. So that is ln 15 plus 2t is equal to 4. So let's save some time here, put that one down. Say that's equal to 4, and we highlight the whole thing, interactive, advanced, and we want to solve this. And it solves it to this value here. So we can say t is equal to 19.799. Okay, hours. Now, really importantly, this is where it gets a little tricky, right? Is we need to know how many hours later is that. So let's put it in, we can say it's this many hours later, but for the sake of this question, let's put it in AM, PM. So we start at 10. It takes 2 hours to get to 12 p.m. Right? So that's 2 hours there. And then to get from 12 p.m. till 12 a.m., a little bit later, is another 12 hours. So we've only used 12, we've used 2 here. And so we've got a little bit more left in the bank. So we're kind of like the next day, right? So we've only used 14 hours and we've got 19 there. It's another 5 hours. Okay, and that brings us to 5 a.m. the next day. Okay, so that uses the 19 hours, but then we've got these 0.8 hours left. So we know it's the tank will reach 4 meters cubed at 5. Now we need to figure out the rest of it. What is 0.7999? So let's just times that by 60 with the calc. So we can grab this guy, go all the way to the end, say 0 point, and then times it by 60. And it's equal to 47.9. So let's round up to say it reaches it at roughly 5:48 a.m. the next day. And that's it. So yeah, I think this would probably be more than 2 marks, but just to get around this headache of converting hours to actual time in the day. But otherwise, you can say it occurs at this many hours. Let's go on to the next part. Actually, that's all done. So we've got plenty of questions like this on our website. So click the link in the description. You'll find the original question as well as dozens of others, if not hundreds. And if you have any questions, leave some comments or message me. I would be happy to help.